The Scandalous and Shocking Life of Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi, the formidable and controversial Prime Minister of India, remains one of the most enigmatic figures in modern history. Her life, marked by both unprecedented achievements and severe controversies, continues to evoke strong reactions. Here are 10 of the most scandalous and shocking facts about Indira Gandhi. Fact number 1. Childhood, youth, and personal life. Indira Priyadarshini Gandhi was born on November 19, 1917, in Allahabad, India, into the influential Nehru family. Her father, Jawaharlal Nehru, was a key figure in India's struggle for independence and later became the first Prime Minister of India. Growing up, Indira was surrounded by prominent political figures and freedom fighters, including Mahatma Gandhi. She was educated at prestigious institutions, including Visva Bharati University in West Bengal and the University of Oxford in England. In 1942, amidst the Quit India movement, Indira married Feroz Gandhi, a fellow member of the Indian National Congress and a journalist. They had 2 sons, Rajiv Gandhi, born in 1944, who later became Prime Minister of India, and Sanjay Gandhi, born in 1946, who played a controversial role in Indian politics. The marriage faced several challenges, with rumors of Feroz's extramarital affairs and significant political disagreements between the couple. Despite these personal issues, Indira remained dedicated to her political career, assisting her father and later stepping into the political arena herself, eventually becoming India's first and only female Prime Minister. Number 2. The Emergency, a Dark Chapter. The emergency from June 25, 1975, to March 21, 1977, stands as one of the most controversial periods in Indira Gandhi's political career. After being convicted of electoral malpractice by the Allahabad High Court, Indira declared a state of emergency, citing internal disturbances and threats to national security. This move allowed her to rule by decree, effectively suspending the democratic process. During this period, thousands of opposition leaders and activists were arrested without trial, the press was heavily censored, and civil liberties were severely curtailed. One of the most infamous aspects of the emergency was the forced sterilization campaign led by her son, Sanjay Gandhi, aimed at controlling the population. Reports indicate that millions were sterilized, often under coercive conditions, leading to widespread human rights abuses. The emergency is widely criticized for being a dark period of authoritarian rule in India's democratic history. Number 3. Operation Blue Star, a controversial military action. In June 1984, Indira Gandhi authorized Operation Blue Star, a military operation to remove Sikh militants led by Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale from the Golden Temple in Amritsar, Punjab. The militants had fortified the temple complex, turning it into an armed stronghold. The operation, carried out between June 1 and June 8, 1984, resulted in heavy casualties, including civilians, and significant damage to the sacred Sikh site. The operation deeply hurt the sentiments of the Sikh community and led to widespread outrage and violence. In its aftermath, there were retaliatory attacks, including the assassination of Indira Gandhi on October 31, 1984, by her Sikh bodyguards, Satwant Singh and Ben Singh. Number 4. The Rise and Fall of Sanjay Gandhi. Sanjay Gandhi, Indira's younger son, was a highly controversial figure in Indian politics, particularly during the emergency. Despite holding no official position, he wielded considerable power and influence. Sanjay's policies included aggressive population control measures, such as the forced sterilization campaign, and slum clearance drives, which were often carried out with little regard for the rights and welfare of the affected individuals. Sanjay's sudden death in a plane crash on June 23, 1980, at the age of 33, was a significant blow to Indira and the nation. He was piloting a small aircraft that crashed shortly after takeoff in New Delhi. His death left a void in the political landscape that Indira sought to fill by bringing her elder son, Rajiv Gandhi, into politics. Rajiv, who initially had no interest in politics, eventually became Prime Minister after Indira's assassination in 1984. Sanjay's aggressive and controversial political style left a lasting impact on Indian politics and the legacy of the Gandhi family. Number 5. Authoritarian leadership style. Indira Gandhi's leadership style is often characterized as authoritarian due to her centralized control and manipulation of political processes. Upon becoming Prime Minister in 1966, she systematically weakened the authority of state governments and centralized power within the central government. Her approach involved bypassing traditional party structures and sidelining senior leaders who opposed her, which led to significant internal strife within the Indian National Congress. Indira frequently reshuffled her cabinet, appointing loyalists to key positions to ensure unwavering support for her policies. This focus on personal loyalty over political competence caused considerable political instability. For example, in 1969, she nationalized 14 major banks, a move that was both politically and economically significant but also controversial. Her actions led to a split in the Congress Party, forming the Congress R and Congress O factions. Her authoritative methods culminated in the declaration of the emergency in 1975, where she suspended democratic norms, highlighting the extent of her centralized control. Number 6. The cult of personality. Indira Gandhi meticulously cultivated a cult of personality, presenting herself as the mother of the nation. This image was bolstered by her strong public presence and charismatic leadership, which resonated deeply with the masses. Slogans like "Indira is India" and "India is Indira" were propagated to emphasize her integral role in the nation's identity. Her portrayal as a maternal figure who could guide the nation through crises, such as the 1971 war with Pakistan and the subsequent creation of Bangladesh, solidified her status. However, this cult of personality led to sycophancy within her party, with members often prioritizing loyalty to Indira over democratic principles. Critics argue that this undermined India's democratic institutions and fostered autocratic tendencies, as seen during the emergency, where dissent was ruthlessly suppressed. Number 7. Political assassinations and allegations. Indira Gandhi's tenure was marked by several high-profile political assassinations, leading to numerous conspiracy theories and allegations. The mysterious death of Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri in 1966 in Tashkent after signing a peace agreement with Pakistan raised suspicions, although no concrete evidence linked Indira to his death. Similarly, the murder of Deen Dayal Upadhyaya, a prominent leader of the Bharatiya Janasangh, in 1968 also fueled rumors of political foul play. These allegations, though largely unproven, contributed to the aura of controversy surrounding Indira's regime. They reflect the turbulent and often violent nature of Indian politics during her leadership, where the line between political rivalry and personal vendetta was frequently blurred. Number 8. Nuclear ambitions. In 1974, under Indira Gandhi's leadership, India conducted its first successful nuclear test, codenamed Smiling Buddha, at the Pokhran test range in Rajasthan. This move established India as a nuclear power and marked a significant shift in the country's strategic and diplomatic posture. The test, conducted on May 18, 1974, was carried out in complete secrecy, with only a handful of top scientists and government officials aware of the plan. The successful detonation shocked both allies and adversaries, triggering a regional arms race and attracting international criticism. Indira's decision to pursue nuclear capabilities was driven by a desire to assert India's sovereignty and deter potential threats from neighboring countries, particularly China and Pakistan. Number 9. Relationship with Deepak Brahmachari. Indira Gandhi's close relationship with her spiritual advisor, Deepak Brahmachari, known as the Flying Swami due to his interest in aviation, was a subject of much speculation. Brahmachari wielded considerable influence over Indira, often accompanying her on official trips and having unrestricted access to her. Critics accused Brahmachari of manipulating government policies to his advantage and controlling access to the Prime Minister. He was rumored to have played a role in key political decisions and appointments, further fueling allegations of his undue influence. While the exact nature of their relationship remains unclear, Brahmachari's proximity to power contributed to the controversies and gossip surrounding Indira's personal and political life. Number 10. Assassination and its aftermath. On October 31, 1984, Indira Gandhi was assassinated by her Sikh bodyguards, Satwant Singh and Ben Singh, as a direct consequence of Operation Blue Star.
The operation, conducted in June 1984, aimed to remove Sikh militants from the Golden Temple in Amritsar, causing significant casualties and damage to the sacred site.
The assassination led to widespread anti-Sikh riots, resulting in the deaths of thousands of Sikhs and immense suffering.
The riots were marked by brutal violence and allegations of political instigation, particularly against members of the Congress Party. The tragic end to Indira's life and the subsequent communal violence cast a long shadow over her legacy, highlighting the profound and often contentious impact she had on India's political and social fabric.